When Alex and Mike went out to a Governor Bush rally, and Alex was falsely imprisoned for about 45 minutes, and Mike was assaulted, to which both of them have...
so that's coming up. Hang on.
You're about to see a rally in mid-September 1998 at the Dupont masking plant, a public meeting where I simply asked a few basic questions about real issues. They took me into custody and were going to arrest me for disturbing a public meeting, but the governor then requested, as I was being transported to the Williamson County Jail, to have me released because they had nothing to hold me on. This is a very frightening trend here in our country. But let's go back first, and let me show you how staged this entire event was. They were literally handing out signs for the children to hold up that were drawn as if children had made them. And again, I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I confront both Democrats and Republicans with the facts, the real issues, like the Federal Reserve and the Council on Foreign Relations, the most powerful institutions in this nation and in the world. They also tell my cameraman to turn his camera off. They tell him to back off. When he does that, they then say, shut the camera off. That's the main issue here with this story today. I guess they would have told him to turn the camera off with the Rodney King incident. Do they have the right to do that? I think not. Now you see the crowd assembling. They made us wait about an hour while they played marching music. And there you have it, stacks of signs. I was at the front at this time, and Mike, the camera guy, was up on the media raised area. And they began handing out signs to people. I didn't see this happening. I saw them bring signs to the kids at the front. And they were literally pushing the kids at the front, and they had cameramen staging the kids and asking parents, can we have your kids hold these signs, and giving them signs. And there were cameramen from the Bush campaign getting photos. And of course, this is just standard operating procedure, but it just to be there and to see it going on was just unbelievable. It just shows the mentality. You see, if they'd have been handing out normal Bush signs that were mass manufactured and produced, it wouldn't have been a big deal. But they had pre-made signs, stacks of them, that I saw handing out to children. Now, these look like UT students. I'm talking about 5 and 6 and 3-year-old children at the front. And we'll try to show some video of those kids holding up those signs that they were given to hold up. It just shows the mentality, the staged mentality. If they'll stage this, what else will they stage? Both the major parties do this. They want to look grassroots. But it's not grassroots, guys. It just has the flavor of it. It's big money interest, old money interest. I'm free market, but the Republican and the Democratic parties are not.
I'm recording. I can't clap too good.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. No dirty words.
They are absolutely laughing at you right here. We take our money, pose as conservatives, pose as fiscal conservatives. Oh, please, we want Bush for president and governor. Oh, my gosh, he'll raise taxes like his father did. Oh, my boy, he'll just love it. And they were so arrogant when they came out on stage. I mean, the congressmen and the senators and the judges and people, they're just full of themselves. These are the people that wanted to be cool back in high school and would do anything to do it. And now they're up there running your country, sucking off you. Look at Phil Gramm up there, not even a real Texan, a carpetbagger. Just like Governor Bush. Yeah, they're from Maine. Did you know that? They sure pose as Texans good. They do a great job. There's Kay Bailey, a cheerleader. That's what she is, a cheerleader for big government. Now, I'll admit, she stood up on a few things like speaking out against Clinton vetoing our anti-missile defense system, but other than that, same old traitor. We're in deep trouble. I mean, look at Gramm. That guy is on such a sickening power trip.
A government that is small enough that the states can do their jobs without interference, and an America and a Texas that promote small business and education for our people.
They sure talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. Under President Bush, we had giant tax increases. We had more and more expansion of federal power. And what did George Bush's father call for? I'm not talking about the grandfather, Prescott, that funded the Nazis. No, I'm not talking about Brown and Harriman brothers. I'm talking about the governor's father, the president. He called for a new world order. We have him on tape talking about it. The new world order does not mean giving up your national sovereignty. The new world order. Well, the hell it doesn't. You were the one calling for UN control worldwide. It's UN anti-drug forces that are in San Antonio and Dallas right now and all across the country. That's even in the mainstream papers. Our country's being taken over. We're losing our sovereignty. And this guy right here, this phony Texan's got you all sucked in. I'm sorry, I'm not being sucked in by the pretty packaging. I'm standing up for America. You better do it too. Now they're trotting out their candidates. And I saw the faces of the people. They were just awe-inspired to be around these people. They feel like their power is manifest in these politicians. They're good Republicans. They love America. Well, you're looking at a bunch of CFR, Council on Foreign Relations, and the Council on Foreign Relations is controlled by European banks. Research it for yourselves. You see, we can't have solutions until we realize the problems and we get out of this rat maze where the political paradigm is set for us. We have to shine light on who controls the situation, educate the public, and then move forward with abolishing the Federal Reserve, abolishing the IRS, instituting monetary reform, constitutional money, having major investigations of our voting systems as they stand today. That's what we need. Until we do those basic things, there is no way that we can turn this country around. There's no way that we can get the foreign corporations out of our banking system, out of our industrial system. Then we can stop the deindustrialization. It's the Third World War, my friends, and it's silent. It's cold. All right, here's Governor Bush as he's called to the front. Let's go back to the stage signs again, which they had stacks of they were handing out. Stage signs, again, that they were handwritten like they were done personally with different little sayings. But look, same signs, see the victory signs, same handwriting, same everything. They were passing out all these different signs to the people, handing them to the children. And he gets up there and talks about how he's going to save Texas and how good everything is going to be, and a lot of little funny little jokes. He has a good rapport with people, and he's a friendly guy, like his dad, like his grandfather and his grandfather. Very powerful British forces. And they basically get up there and begin to talk about the problems of Texas and how he's going to solve them. Well, I wanted to ask him the real questions. And I was told the governor was going to stay and answer questions, but he was behind schedule. He wasn't going to be able to do that. So what looked like at the end of his speech as he was winding down, they all gave pretty short speeches, I asked him about the Federal Reserve and the CFR, the Council on Foreign Relations. And they didn't like that too much, and I was drug away. People were actually asking him questions. He would kind of laugh and say things. And when I did, they didn't like the question. He froze, and you'll see him wave, kind of nod towards the Secret Service, which is Texas Rangers in this case. Didn't look like the Texas Rangers I've heard of. Looked pretty soft. And about as soft as I am, I guess. And then suddenly, they come over and grab me and take me off or slam me around, as you'll see. And they say I'm going to jail until they come over the squad car and say, releasing, the governor says we have no reason to hold him. But they sure got me out of there, didn't they? I was kidnapped for a short period of time. And they also go after my cameraman. We'll get to that coming up right now.